Hi Collective, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. I hope you're having a beautiful day. If you're new, I'm 𝚜𴟐𴟏11. Thank you so much for stopping by. So first message out, you are about to experience a miracle. A lot of you have been through a very difficult cycle in your life. And if this reading found you today, it's to let you know that the most difficult part is over. You've done the learning, you've done the healing, and more so than that, you're about to get your justice, okay? No one can hold back the extreme amount of karma that's about to come your way that is extremely positive. You are getting close to your goal because you see, for a lot of you, you went through such a difficult phase in your life where God has been directly watching over you and seen the amount of trauma that people have purposely inflicted on you because of who you are. You could resonate with being an empath or an earth angel, and purposely people have targeted you and made your life extremely difficult because you resonate with those terms, because you choose to be a good person on the daily. And Spirit has said enough is enough, okay? Someone purposely has been trying to discredit you or your work. So for example, if you work within a company, a position, or you do a specific job, career, someone kept trying to discredit you behind the scenes. Someone kept trying to put your ass down behind the scenes thinking God wasn't watching everything they said. God saw and heard every conversation, Collective, you didn't, and this is your confirmation. For a lot of you, it was a family member. It says this family member will need your help after purposely working against you to betray you. So someone purposely has been part of the reason your life's been extremely difficult, a family member. It's just a shame because, you know, in life, you'd think that family would be the most supportive towards us, but honestly, often more than not, you learn that some family members are the ones that are the most extremely jealous of you because they're karmic to you. They're meant to teach you a lesson. I feel as though, wow, confirmation, empaths always have it the hardest. I feel as though you're someone who's extremely loving and giving in your family, and this person can't stand it because everything you embody is everything they are not. For example, this family member could be a narcissist and you could be an empath. And next message out says they didn't want to see you succeed. So whoever this is, okay, whether this is family or someone who's like family to you or someone in your immediate environment even, they did not want to see you succeed and overcome because this person constantly tries to discredit you or your work. They could say that you're not hardworking. They could say that you're not ambitious. They could say that you're not driven. Everything to discredit who you truly are, Collective, which is absolutely amazing if you found this message today. Know that you're on the right path. And every time someone tries to put you down, it's because they're projecting what they're not doing. So this is the type of individual who could discredit you or your work for having some type of work that they would find unconventional, right? You could be someone who's on a social media platform. You could be a content creator. You could be a musician, an artist, tattoo artist. Meanwhile, this person could be someone who works a very opposite job. So they purposely wanted to target you because of that. But at the end of the day, Collective, what makes this world so absolutely beautiful is we're all here with different jobs to do. And if everyone did the same job that this person wanted them to do, well, then who the heck's going to run the rest of the world? Who's going to do everything in between, right? It's like someone doing a specific job and wanting every single other person to do that job. Well, then who the fuck's going to do the other jobs? Like, can I just speak facts or what? Like, honestly, it's like saying everyone needs to run a store. Okay, so who's going to build the items to go in the store? Who's going to do your hair? Who's going to do your nails? Who's going to run a grocery store? Who's going to run a business? It just doesn't make sense, Collective. So ignore this person's opinion because ultimately they just tried to discredit you or your work because you do something very opposite as to what they do. Wow. Go to split the deck. It says they're purely negative. That's all it is. That's all it is. And Collective, because of this situation, you have good karma on the way to you. Amen. Because also, too, God assigns us jobs. Not other people. God tells you your path, okay? In the back of your mind, your subconscious mind, what you're meant to do, right? And sometimes in your life, you switch your job a few times. That's God leading you. Like, okay, now it's time for you to do this. Now it's time for you to make this impact on the world. And whatever you're doing a good job. That's what Spirit wants me to say, okay? You're doing a good job and good karma is on the way to you for that because you're following your Spirit team's instructions for you. And, you know, the funny thing is, whoever this is, at one point, they listened to what God wanted them to do as well, or they wouldn't be doing the job that they're doing. That's what people don't realize, okay? So you could be dealing with someone who's a non-spiritual person, non-believer. So someone recommended you for a job is here, amen. For a lot of you, this is the good karma on the way. Someone could have tried to discredit you where you're working. Meanwhile, you're about to have your best high-paying job ever, promotion, okay? Collaboration. Something, working with a company, solo, with a business, whatever this resonates with you, right? You're about to have an amazing job opportunity, and this is going to put this person to silence, okay? Because this person purposely tried to work against you. It says they would do anyone wrong for the love of money, so it's a shame. This person could have purposely worked against you and targeted you to try to slow down your money. Well, collective, spirit sees everything, okay? Everyone's intentions, everyone's thoughts, spirit sees it all. So remember, at the end of the day, when you move with a pure heart and you ain't out here trying to make people's lives difficult, you ain't out here trying to block their advancement in life, you ain't out here trying to block opportunities from them, okay? You will always be on the right path. So now they feel bad here. Whoever this is, they're purely negative. They feel bad. They started to work against you or try to slow you down. And, you know, what they're realizing is even when they try to make your life difficult, they try to put roadblocks in the way. You're someone who knows true happiness shines from within, so it could never block you. It could never stop you from being incredibly happy or incredibly driven to keep moving forward. And this person purposely could have called you selfish to others you love. Wow. So you could be someone who's starting a new business or starting a new position. So maybe that requires you to work a lot of extra hours right now, right? You can't be at every family function. You can't be at every family dinner, or you can't always pick up the phone and be there, but you're there when times are necessary. This person could have purposely been calling you selfish to others you love. You know, the thing is, too, people don't realize when people purposely try to call you selfish to others, why would you want to interact with them? So they could make up more nonsense about you? Absolutely not. And I feel like, collective, you could realize that this person is incredibly judgmental towards you, right? If they're discrediting you in your work, calling you selfish, trying to put you down and act purely negative to you, what they don't realize is, to them, you may look incredibly selfish because you don't want anything to do with someone who's like that. They wanted to embarrass you here. So this person purposely did not want to see you succeed and wanted to embarrass you, okay? Well, whoever this is someone's confirmation. If you've stayed away from them, you listen to God's command still, because God needs us to really focus on what we're meant to do in this life, and we're all on our own life path. At the end of the day, we're not living life for our partners, for other people, for our family. We're living life for ourselves. And if you truly don't embrace that fact, one day you'll wake up and you'll realize you spent your entire life being a people pleaser. And I don't know about y'all, but being an empath, we always have that realization. Some of us, when it's too freaking feels like it's too late, right? A lot of you could be an empath. You could have had this realization in your 20s, your late 20s, your 30s, your 40s, and God forbid, your 50s. And you realize you spent your majority of your life trying to please other people instead of following the dreams that make you happy, instead of living life for you. And this is what this person wanted you to do, to live life for them, basically, to do what makes them happy. And Spirit wants you to know that's not what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to listen to that inner voice that directs you to your true happiness. So this person, this is someone's confirmation. They need to focus on their own life instead of yours. For a lot of you, this could be someone who's in your immediate family, or this could be someone, like I said, who you don't really communicate with a lot, okay? Wow, it says they try to mimic your energy. So at the end of the day, this person discredited you or your work, tried to put you down, but also tried to mimic you. So this is what they wanted. For a lot of you, they wanted to call you selfish, discredit your work so that they could try to literally mimic that energy. So I'm going to pull a few clarifiers. 7 of Wands in reverse. This is definitely someone who is a non-spiritual person, okay? They do not wake up and meditate. They do not believe in a higher power. Hopefully one day they will, but 7 of Wands in reverse, which means they don't. And here you are, collective, the Empress. You could be a Libra or Taurus. Okay, you represent new beginnings, okay? New fertile beginnings and spirituality, essentially. With that moon there and the earth, okay, for a lot of you, you're really connected to your star sign, and you could be someone who really practices following your birth chart, and that's something you're meant to do. What you need to know is keep following your path. You are definitely on the right path, and this person was essentially trying to block your happiness.